Stangibelisco here. Well, a lot of things have been happening to me lately, health-wise, and I've been receiving a lot of comments and emails wishing me all the best from viewers. I thank you for all of these, each and every one. I made a video called Expect a Miracle a while back, and I think maybe I've gotten at least one of those miracles. And that has to do with my blood pressure problem. And a lot of you probably can relate to blood pressure problems. Recently, the pharmaceutical industry saw fit to lower the standard or the threshold for hypertension to anything greater than 130/80. I think partly because they want to sell more drugs to lower blood pressure. In any case, my blood pressure was much higher than that at times. Normally at this time of the day, which is at about 11 in the morning, my blood pressure would be 180/110 or even as high as 190/130, just horrendous figures. And later in the day, sometimes as high as 210/130, just outrageous figures, twice what an ideal figure might be. So my doctor put me on a blood pressure medication, and it lowered my blood pressure somewhat, but not by anywhere near /enough to qualify for the new pharmaceutical standard or even common medical standards, maybe down to 160/100 or 160/90 if I got lucky. But another medication was added to this, and I'm not going to specify what they are because I don't want you to attempt to use these two particular medications and self-prescribe them. You need to come up with something with your own physician if you have high blood pressure. But yesterday, I took my blood pressure when I went in, they took my blood pressure when I went in to visit the doctor on an unrelated issue, and they measured it at 105/64. That's about half of what it normally would have been if I had been on no medications at all. Now that must be making some difference in my risk of heart disease, stroke, kidney failure, and other complications of high blood pressure. I don't feel any different, particularly, except it makes me a little bit sleepy in the morning, so I tend to get more sleep, which is good because I'm having sleep issues as well, insomnia. Well, this has cured some of that without causing any other particular side effects. A lot of these medications cause unsavory side effects such as abdominal pain, constipation. Aren't I getting isn't this just too appetizing for you to bear? But I'm being honest and literal here in the hopes that you will continue your quest to lower your blood pressure. Unfortunately, the one thing that I'm not able to get right now because of my foot infection is exercise. I can't hardly even walk. They wouldn't let me in the swimming pool because I can't get it wet. It would make the infection worse. So I'm getting no exercise at all, which is also good for blood pressure. So I'm looking forward to the day when I can go to the outdoor pool and at least enjoy some of the summer there, and then go to the indoor pool and not have them get spooked by the fact that I've got an open wound in my foot, because I won't have any more open wound. Complications. Growing old ain't for sissies. And if you happen to be a woman, well, growing old ain't for sissy women, or whatever. What's a sissy woman? What do you call such a person? Whatever. Growing old ain't no fun. But the alternative is probably less desirable. Probably. I've never tried the alternative and don't intend to. Enough ranting about myself and my physiology and my physiological problems, but I hope that you can relate to some of this, that there is, in fact, some hope that you, too, may experience a miracle with one or more of your health issues, should you have reached the point where you can call yourself old. That, too, is a state of mind. Stan Gibilisco signing off. Until next time, so long.